Here is something that most job seekers never find out. The average recruiter spends 6 seconds on your resume before deciding whether to read further or move on. 6 seconds, not 6 minutes. Yes, 6 seconds, and in those 6 seconds, they are not reading, they scan. And the question is, does your resume give them a reason to stop? If you have been sending out resumes and not hearing back, this video is not just useful, it is one conversation you genuinely cannot afford to miss it. So, because the problem is almost never our qualifications, it is our resume. And if you close this video right now, that problem stays exactly where you are. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sangeeta Kumar, TEDx speaker, author of 2 books, ICF certified coach and corporate trainer. And I have trained over 1 lakh professionals across India, and most of my participants, learners and students are now working at Google, Amazon, Microsoft and Deloitte and many other top-notch companies. One pattern comes up again and again. Brilliant, qualified people losing opportunities to less qualified candidates simply because of how their resume is written. And today we are fixing that. Stay till the end. I am giving you all 7 points, and the last one surprises almost everyone. So if this channel is new to you, subscribe right now and take the advantage out of it. Every week I share exactly the kind of the practical and some of the career content, and you do not want to miss it. So what is coming next? So this is how that you must subscribe and share it with your friends. Your resume is not a document, it is a sales pitch. And the product is selling is you. And the moment you start treating it like a form you have to fill in instead of story you have to tell, everything changes. Most of us were never taught how to write a resume, and if it is taught, so it is not as per the compatibility level of the company. So today we are going beyond this hope into what actually work. I once reviewed resume for a participant in one of the training sessions of mine. 8 years of experience and strong skills, a genuinely impressive background, but the resume read like a description copy pasted from a company website. So every single line said what she was responsible for. Not one line said what she actually achieved. A recruiter looking at what resume in 6 seconds would see the words, but no results, and they moved on. And the biggest mistake people make is writing a resume that describes their job instead of demonstrating their value, what they are going to add to the organizations. And recruiters are not looking for what you did, they are looking for what happened because you did it. And that is one shift from duties to impact. And it is where most resumes either win or lose. So this is very important to keep all these points, where the mistakes, where the win, where the lose, keep in mind. So let's get into all 7 pointers, and I want you to have something specific to act on by the time this video ends. Point number 1, a clear, scannable structure. Recruiters scan before they read, and if your resume looks cluttered, has inconsistent fonts, or buries your name somewhere in a paragraph, it creates friction. And when a recruiter has 200 resumes altogether to get through, friction means rejection. So what do you need now? A clean layout, a consistent font like Calibri or Arial at 10 or 11 point, and your name should be prominent at the top, and clear section headings like experience, education, skills, no tabular form, no column. And if you are submitting digitally, no graphics too. Keep it very simple, keep it very clean. A beautiful resume that confuses a scanner is worse than a plain resume that is perfectly legible. Now, point number two, a strong resume summary at the top or your career objective. So, if you are fresher, you put up career objective, and if you are PG level or somewhere you have your professional experience, write your professional summary. Most people either skip the summary or career objective or write something so generic and it says nothing. Hardworking professional seeking a challenging role. I have seen this on at least half the resume I have ever reviewed. It tells a recruiter nothing about you, and that is specific or memorable. So that part is a lack. And here is something a strong summary actually look like. So let's see the example here. Result driven marketing professional with 4 years of experience in digital campaign and brand strategy. Led a team of 5, managed budget of 30 lakhs and consistently delivered 20% above target, looking to bring the same impact to a growth focused organization. And this is what a recruiter needs to see in your first 10 seconds. And your summary is the heading of your sales pitch. And if it doesn't make them want to read more, nothing below it will save you. Because if you mention somewhere your achievements and your additional value, this brings that you are having the credibility and you are trustworthy and can be the efficient participant for the company, for the team, or for the project. Now it's time for point number 3, keywords from the job description. And most companies today use ATS, applicant tracking system, and this software scans your resume or specific keywords before a human ever sees it. If your resume does not contain right words or the keywords related to the job or posting, it gets filtered out automatically and you never even make it to a recruiter's desk. So read the job description very carefully, identify the skills and qualification they repeatedly mention. Make sure those exact words appear naturally in your resume and in your summary, your career objectives too, your experience section, your skill set, and you are not keyword stuffing. You are speaking the recruiter's language, and the language is the job description. And next is point number 4, achievements, not duties. This is the most common mistake and the most feasible one. Let me show you the difference right now with an example. Responsible for managing social media accounts. Now, here is the same person, same job written the right way. Instead, you can say grew Instagram following from 2,000 to 18,000 in just 8 months through integrated content strategy, resulting in a 35% increase in inbound leads. Same person, same job, but completely different in impression. For every bullet point on resume, ask, so what? What happened because I did this? And the answer to this question is your achievement. And here the metrics are very important, data are very important, like your numericals. So now the next point is point number 5, qualified results. Numbers do something words simply cannot. They make you impact real and specific. Anyone can say they improved sales. Not everyone can say they improved sales by 40% in just 2 quarters. Go through every experience bullet and ask, can I attach a number here, a percentage, an amount, or any time frame, a team size, or volume? These are very important. One of the participants once came to me and told she felt she had nothing to quantify because she worked in HR, not sales. So we sat together for 20 minutes and found 6 numbers she had never thought to include. The team size she supported, the onboarding turnaround times she reduced, and the attrition rate she helped bring down. The numbers were always there. She just had not seen them as data. Quantify everything you can. Estimate where you must. And vague achievements are forgotten. Specific ones are always remembered. Now, the next point is relevant skills listed correctly. A skills section that says MS Word, teamwork communication in 2025 is doing you no favors. Recruiters assume basic software skills. What they want to see are skills specific to the role. Tools, platforms, methodologies, certifications, languages. Split your skills section into technical and soft skills if both are relevant. List tools and platforms by name and do not list skills you cannot demonstrate in an interview, because they will ask. Your skills section should read like a short list of a reason to call you, not general description of a capable adult. And the last one is no errors. Zero. This one surprises people, not because they don't know it, but because they underestimate how seriously recruiters take it. A typo signals carelessness, and carelessness is one thing no employers want to hire you. So I once saw a resume where the candidate had written manager instead of manager, and in their own job title, not a small section. Even though I have seen the spelling of career, CAREER, so they have written CARRIER. So this is career versus career. So you have to be very careful while mentioning any word related to the spelling. And in this case, your resume don't move forward, not because candidate was not qualified, because that one word told recruiter that how serious you are, and everything they needed to know about the attention to detail. Proofread 3 times, read it loud, have one other person read it, then run it through a spell checker or Grammarly in that order. Here, your resume represents you before you are in the room. Make sure it represents you at your absolute best. So now it is very important to have some of the reality check. I want to be honest with you about something. When I work with people on their resumes, professionals with years of experience, freshers with real potential, almost all of them feel the same thing at first, and they feel like they do not have enough to show, and that their experience is not impressive enough, that someone with a better background is always bring to win. And every single time when we sat down together and actually looked at what they had done previously, the projects, the numbers, the problems they solved, and the things they built from scratch, the resume that comes out the other side looking nothing like what they walked in with. Not because we invented anything, because we finally wrote down what was actually true. Your resume is not a problem. Your resume had just never seen given the chance to tell your real story. Today, you have the tools to change this. And remember this, the right resume does not just get you an interview, it gets you into the room as well as someone read with talking seriously. 7 things, every single one of them is within your control. Starting today, starting with the resume that is open on your screen right now, and tell me in the comment box here which of these 7 was the one you were missing. And here I read every single comment, and I genuinely want to know where most people are getting stuck. And if today gave you something real to work on your resume, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends, because next week I'm going to deeper into the resume series. It is achievements, writing the summary formula, all of these coming very soon. So this is all for the day. Thank you so much, and keep watching and keep learning and keep sharing. Thank you.